Here we have an example of a Remington 31. This is the Remington 31L. The L denotes the aluminum receiver. It's lightweight. This was Remington's first pump shotgun to actually side eject. Before that was the Remington Model 10, 17, and 29. I have a Model 29 here. And these are kind of a rarer piece than the 31 just because they were only made for 3 years. And as you can see, this is a big hunk of metal. It's not quite as refined as the 31. It's using some older technology where you have a screw here and being held in by another screw with friction. Anyway, this is quite a departure from the 29. Alright, so this shotgun is the forefather of the 870, although it doesn't have a lot in common with the 870. You can see Remington started its style a little bit then. Kept the safety in the back behind the trigger, and there's the slide release right here. You'll just notice the level of detail and the workmanship is, you know, the trigger guard has a recess machined out of it just so that would fit nicely. And that's your slide release. Now they moved it to the other side for the 870. And that was really, frankly, the problem with this gun. There's all sorts of little things like that. There's just, it was hand fit. I mean, you can see the way the trigger fits into the receiver. And there was just too much manual labor required to produce this and to be able to produce a lot of these cheaply. And here is a modern copy of an 870. And as you can see, the slide release is still on the trigger, but on the other side, the safety still remains there. But as you can see, the modern 870 has a different shaped bolt, and it was just a simplified shotgun, and they kind of went back to the drawing board. So I have a copy of a Ithaca 37 here. The Ithaca 37 was really based off of the Remington 17. And as you can see, you have the same slide release here, a little less refined, but what you also share is the same barrel system. So you can just basically twist that out and remove the barrel. And you see that here in the 31 as well. It's the exact same design. Alright, so I'm just going to slide the barrel onto the Model 31. And as you can see, that's almost identical. And you can hear the detent ball that is captured in this part of the barrel right here. And there we have it. It's put together. And the action on these firearms is amazing. It is butter smooth. They used to say that it was a ball bearing action. There really isn't ball bearings in there. It's just it's that smooth compared to previous shotguns. It's easily as smooth as my Model 12, which is the gun it was made to compete against. The shotgun was designed by C.C. Loomis, who designed the Remington 29, and John Pedersen, who designed the Remington 17 with John Moses Browning, and the Remington 10. 196,000 were made between 1931 and 1949. And I guess the question I have to ask, when you look at that, and just from a step away and perhaps looking away from that part here, does that remind you of another shotgun? I'm going to put another shotgun up here to compare this against. So this is a Flight King Riot gun, and the actions are almost identical. You can just tell that this one's just a little bit more simplified, but when you look at the underside and the way they work, they are virtually the same. This was just a simplified version, and you can see that it's using the Mossberg style release, but it's retaining a safety on the trigger guard. Now the Flight King is the closest shotgun I have right now to a Mossberg 500, but this is, well, the Mossberg 500 is the progeny of the Model 31 Remington. It's not an exact copy. In many ways, the Mossberg 500 is an improvement, at least when it comes to industrial design and being able to mass produce the firearm cheaply. So this shotgun's superior in fit and, when it was new, finish to the Mossberg 500. But all that being said, the Mossberg 500 did incorporate dual action bars, the safety, the tang safety, and it moved the slide release over here. It simplified the bolt slightly so it could be mass produced and everything wasn't hand fit. So that's how the Remington 10, which turned into the Remington 17, which turned into the Remington 29, and the 31 eventually became the Mossberg 500, which is kind of cool. I was hoping to have a little bit of footage of me shooting this today because I just got it, and unfortunately I wasn't able to get out and shoot it today. I was at the ski club and the full choke, and it was kind of crowded, so I didn't really want to take up time shooting something that I wasn't going to be able to hit much clay with. So stay tuned, and there'll be another pump shotgun video and probably some shooting videos from the pump shotguns as well. Thanks for watching.